Okay, Evan Blair art. I know what the Dawntrail jobs will be. Let's go.
Obviously the painter job.
The painter job, really? You think it's gonna be the painter job? Okay, first off, do you even play Final Fantasy 14? Are you just one of those wowfugees who's like on the free trial? Like, there is no painter job in the history of Final Fantasy, and anyone who's played any of the real games would know that. There have been some more minor references, like yes, there is a character who conjures thoughts and images into reality, sure. But you have to remember as well, we're going to Mercidia, and Mercidia is heavily related to Final Fantasy VI. And while yes, there is a painter girl across the series somewhere who does some stuff, sure. We're going to Final Fantasy VI. Do you even know what characters are in Final Fantasy VI? We're talking Terra. We're looking for a new caster job, and we're going to a place based on Final Fantasy VI. We're gonna get some sort of mage that's using a sword, that's casting a lot of magic, some sort of like sword mage type class, like think red mage but objectively better and a strict upgrade in every way. And that's what we're actually getting. Why do you think that we don't see Alphinaud? Because remember, we have the twins, right? So Alphinaud, who just class changed to Sage, isn't in the trailer visibly. So clearly he's got another new job. He's thrown away Sage. He has job class syndrome where he just changes over and over and over again. He doesn't know what job he wants to play. He's leveling all the classes. He's gonna go get a sword-based casting class to go with his sister, because his sister's a red mage. So he's gonna become some sort of sword mage, kind of like maybe Steiner from Final Fantasy IX or Terra from Final Fantasy VI. Like, that's what we're looking at here.
Obviously Blitzball.
Okay, never mind. I take it all back. Evan knows exactly what he's talking about. We are definitely getting a Blitzball class. Like, if you look at the classes, right? We have 4 casters. We have Blue Mage, Red Mage, Summoner, and Black Mage. We have 5 melee classes. We have Reaper, we have Samurai, we have Ninja, we have Dragoon, we have Monk. We only have 3 Fizz Range classes, though. So it makes a lot of sense for them to add a new Fizz Ranged class to the game, because then we'll actually be able to play around with stuff. Like, hey, we only have 3 Fizz Ranged, so we're gonna go get Blitzball as the class, where you'll play as a sentient Blitzball that other players throw around.
You know, because
like, it makes sense,
there's no
right?
Blitzball. Obviously,
wait, what do you mean no Blitzball? Like, are you gonna throw around these? Are you just gonna list like 50 jobs, and if one of them is right, you're just gonna be like, oh, see, I knew what I was doing. I said we'd be getting a Blitzball class. See, it's right here. And you'll just like take the 1 second out of context. You'll ignore everything else. You'll just insist that you called Blitzball class because you said the word Blitzball once in this entire video. This is clearly just some clickbait scam right here.
A Paintermancer, a Green Mage.
Oh, a painter. Yeah. Green Mage. Wait. I'm sorry. You're just gonna say Green Mage is the same as artists. They're just the same class now. They're entirely different classes. Green mages are heavily support focused. They have protect, they have shell, they have like, they're kind of like the white mage complement classes, and honestly they'd be more likely to be a healer than a caster anyway. But I mean, I guess you're an artist, so you want an artist job to be in there, because I know you're working hard on like your D&D whatever it is in the background, like.
And
okay,
obviously it's going to be a pirate.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe there's, like, this is probably the safest take on the planet. Like, this is just such a, like, mild take, I guess. But, I mean, you're probably not wrong. We'll probably get something pirate-related. Just, even if it's just glamour. Like, maybe we'll get some, like, cutlasses we can play around with for, like, paladin or something.
You know,
but
some sort of pirate, swashbuckler, corsair.
Evan, you can't. You're not gonna play as a gaming mouse. You're not gonna play as a You think they're gonna, what is it, a crossover? It's a sponsorship? Like, you think that there's gonna be a crossover between Corsair, the mouse and keyboard company, and Final Fantasy XIV to make a new job around, what is it, just gonna be the RGB class? Is it just the RGB class, right? Like, come on, what sort of take is that?
Because
like,
when the Warrior of Light was holding on to the invisible imaginary sword during the teaser trailer.
Oh yeah, they're holding an imaginary sword in the teaser trailer. Okay, yep, just they're holding a magical invisible sword in the teaser trailer. You just can't see it. It's definitely there, and it's definitely a cutlass, and we're definitely getting a pirate class, and it's definitely going to be called Corsair. All because there's an invisible sword that I can see that you can't see in the opener, right? Like, is that the take here? Is that the...
You know that if there was some sort of cutlass there, it would...
Like, I mean, outstanding anime choice, at least. Like, you've got some Neurosama in here, you've got some Fate Stay Night in here, like, great choices, but...
Even obvious.
But,
also, I think that in the actual animation, when we get the full trailer, the Warrior of Light is not going to be using that weird straight short sword. The Warrior of Light's going to be using a cutlass.
I mean, we already have cutlasses, like, we already have, like, big curvy swords. Like, have you not seen the ninja job? Like, we have the ninja job. It has big curvy swords. We have, like, cutlasses for Paladin and stuff like that. Like, I do think we're gonna get some, I do think we'll probably get something in there, because, like, I know we really need something to complement scouting, because they have 2 maiming classes now, and they have 2 striking classes now. So, like, I guess Corsair being a melee that has scouting armor, I guess that does make sense, I guess.
And maybe have a pistol.
Evan, they're not going to put guns in Final Fantasy. That's the stupidest take I've ever heard. I can't believe you've even... Just hide that at the end. They're just, oh yeah, and they'll have guns. Yeah, they'll just, the melee class will have guns. When has a melee class ever had a ranged attack? Like, yeah, ninja has the ninjutsus and stuff, but like, those are very elaborate, like, difficult mechanic. That's kind of like a skill issue. They're designed to be like a payoff where, like, if you're good at the ninjutsus, then you can use them as ranged attacks, but you have to plan your rotation around that. Like, they're just gonna give the class a gun for just like, oh yeah, just shoot the enemy. Like, even machinists, they have like an actual like type of like special ammo that they use. They're not just gonna give this thing a flintlock pistol. That wouldn't, like, the only type of gun it would have is maybe an Allegan gun or something like that, or, but I mean, like, what is Murloc just gonna secretly retroactively be this job?
And it's gonna be PogChamp. You're gonna be a pirate this expansion.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's the pirate expansion. Okay, enjoy your Pirates of the Caribbean, sure.
Obzar,
Enjoy your Pirates of the Caribbean, Evan.